your life be helped by a hole puncher? Really? I want you to listen because this came to me as a mechanical object, a hole puncher, the kind you press through, might help us each live and die better. What? Are you kidding? What are you talking about, Rosalind? Well, listen in, if you will. So when we're little, we all know that attachment has to happen for children to feel connected, to feel loved, to feel secure, to feel compassion, because we know what happens when they don't. And I'm not here to explain that. You all know about that. The part we're not taught so much about is the letting go of the hole puncher. And we need to do both parts 100%, or at least as close to 100%, so that the little circles happen. If we do it just a little bit, it's not going to punch a hole. And then if we don't let go, we'll talk about that next. So, do you withhold? Do you withhold love? Do you withhold attention because you're too busy? Do you withhold because you're paying someone back for how they treated you? Do you withhold because you're afraid and you don't connect? And it's an interesting word to use, connection, because connection is how we are present. If we're disconnected and we have a wall around us and we decide the other person is this, that, and the other, or the situation is this, that, and the other, and we're defending ourselves, right? We're all busy doing that in whatever ways we do. We're not present, so we're not connecting, and nothing actually is happening that's going to take us to the biggest, most present lives that we've ever imagined. Feeling. Now, it won't be a perfect life if you think a perfect life is just happy, 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 happy. The ball can't go just up without going down. Not possible, right? So, what if life includes disappointment and pain and sorrow? Hey, just a minute. Take a second. Think of the great movies in your life. Were there any sad parts? Was there any drama where somebody lost and somebody gained, or won and lost? Right? That's life. Now take out all the sad parts of your movie, or all the painful parts, or all the places someone lost. Now play the movie. Is it still a good movie? No, it's not, because life has all these parts and we are made to feel them, but we're scared. What are we scared of? Not really the feeling. We're scared we won't stop feeling it. And where did that come from? It came from childhood. We know better as adults. You can't hold a feeling and have it be exactly the same always, right? You're happy now, but you're happy at 100%, then you're happy. Can you keep it at 100%? No, something else happens. And you stub your toe, or somebody calls you and they blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean. So let's get back to the hole puncher. So let's say we decide, with the hole puncher's help, to experiment, if you will. Try in this moment with a relatively safe person showing up with all your feelings. Doesn't mean you have to say them all. I'm going to an event tonight that's very complicated. I'm not going to tell the person all the feelings about having been ghosted for 2 years and the fact that they reappeared and with no explanation, but I'm present to myself. I'm willing to show up again and be present. And I needed to feel those feelings in order to have them not get in the way of the connection of the hole punch. Okay. But then what's the part about letting it go? When we connect, we have to let go of the conditions. So many of our transactions, so many of our interactions are transactions. I'll be nice to you if you don't ghost me. I'll be open with you if you talk nicely to me. I'm not saying we shouldn't have boundaries, but just notice if your rules, your beliefs, your conditions are keeping you from being present. Beliefs are not the truth. They're just the conclusions you made from a set of experiences, and they start way back in childhood. So could we give the person who's in front of us right now a break? Could we allow them this moment? Take a chance. Try someone you haven't been open with and try this out. Be present. I mean, you're a big person. Can you get out of the room? Like, is something going to happen with this person that your childhood couldn't handle, but you could? I don't know if I said that right, but you probably figured out what I meant. So I want to full speed ahead and skip over all the parts in between being attached. We know we have to let go. People die, children grow up, things happen, friends move away, they ghost us, whatever happens, we have to let go. Even digestion, we take things in, we let them go, right? It's part of life. But by pressing all the way down and allowing life to let it pop open, we have those little circles. And those little circles that come from the hole puncher are our freedom. What might that be in your life? How does that look for you? What freedom did you get from your attachment to your parents, to your loved ones? No one is perfect, so it didn't happen from perfection. But what are you letting go of? And you can't do the hole punch half-assed, halfway. It doesn't work, and neither does life. And by letting go, I had an experience right before I had brain surgery when I let go of living because the trigeminal neuralgia I had, which is also called suicide syndrome, is so electrical, so painful, so disruptive that I didn't care. I didn't want to kill myself, but I let go enough of my attachment to the more in living that I could let go the hole punch. And that gave me a freedom. I went into that brain surgery so happy, so free, so not frightened because I wasn't holding on for more. But I was so willing to be present to a new life without a brain tumor that was causing the trigeminal neuralgia. So I was open to life. I had let go. And to me, this might be a clue to the freedom we would like to feel when we die. What are you taking away from this? Is it the hole punch that you need to connect and the not withholding? Is it the letting go? Or is it connecting with those circles of freedom that are between the holding on and the letting go? Let me know and write to me by hitting reply. Bye for now.